Good morning, it's early and it is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I hope you're well. This is a message that is overall. We are going to get the general message that pops out for you today. Welcome to Valentine's Day edition. Libra light, let's get started with the first video out for your day. What are the energies coming toward them? What are they most likely also going to see? Please and thank you for the Libra Collective. We're going to start off with light seers. One wants to pop out here. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is wish fulfillment. It's also happiness. Today I get a feeling from the Ten of Cups. You're going to be surprised by how this comes at you. It is not the traditional way you are going to get a Valentine's message. It might even be from friends. It might be an outreach from family too. I wish I looked at the bottom of the deck. I should have checked, but that's not for us to know at this time. So I get from the Ten of Cups, it's wish fulfillment. It is indeed happiness. It was in our singles read on Sunday. And it's all about, this can even be personal happiness that you reach today. This can be a message just for you. It is not a couple's message. However this happiness arrives could be support from outside people. It's not just love. It's from everywhere. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle here. We're going to get 2 messages for love on February 14th. And actually, I have an Aquarius auntie who taught one how to sing. She taught me to sing when I was very little, and her name is Janet, and it's her birthday today. I don't know if she's ever found the channel, but happy birthday, Tita Janet. She's just a strong essence and always held the family together when I was young. And with Filipino households, we all lived together, so welcome back to the channel too. Page of Swords, very much curious about you. It's an old person checking up on you, okay, that hasn't spoken to you in a while, so you'll be surprised with these energies. Sorry for the nail missing too here. Valentine's wrapping, I only have one hand. This Page of Swords is also, I feel like it's unlikely energies where you feel like they're directed from. The Page of Swords can even be your own learning at this time, learning to be sufficiently single for my singles, okay? Page of Swords is a curious person. They do love to learn. They like to look up stuff. They also like to borrow books from the library and exercise thought. This can be all a part of a plan too. Maybe you're looking at things to lose weight. Maybe you're looking at things to expand a business that you already have. It's that type of Page of Swords where the learning is encompassed from all different angles, all right? Not just a 90 degree, it's 180 degrees. Reading the energy for love, we have a 5 of Pentacles sideways, the 4 of Wands, and I take all the cards that flip. 6 of Swords, okay? Saw this in the pre-shuff. 6 of Swords is about healing your heart. I do feel for maybe 44 of you on the channel, and I do get like a directive number sometimes. There is a single who's very concentrated on the road ahead, whether that's financial, whether that's raising your vibration in your sequencing from the last couple of months. I'm picking up on a dark night of the soul that was really tough. It's teaching you lessons about yourself in the moment. I feel like that's a message for somebody because you're growing and learning even through the pain that you've experienced with the Page of Swords. Okay, you could be processing a few things right now too that do take a little bit of emotional time. Give yourself the time. And a big message for Valentine's Day is do not rush a process that you feel like needs to be rushed due to age, time, and subjects that are occurring. Give yourself the innate time because during that waiting room, something comes in while you're learning. Big Page of Swords card because it's coming from different avenues. In my visions, I'm seeing energy from all pulling points with that Page of Swords. Okay, we do have a sideways 5 of Pentacles. We have to address loss, change, and something very difficult. I feel like this 5 of Pentacles is an overcome 5 of Pentacles today as I read. And when it's sideways, we are attempting to illuminate out of the card. It's not upright where we feel this energy in a very, very big point, right? It's sideways, meaning we are in the 50% of that. Any card that's sideways is a 50%. So we are coming out of it. It might have taken sheer will. I'm picking up from it being sideways that it's taken almost this divine happening, this divine intervention. And your 6 of Swords is bringing you also to that place of healing. It's a massive type of healing because where it's taking you, I also couldn't ignore the directive of the ravens and the crows. It's pulling her to a place that she should be at with the 6 of Swords. Okay, somebody does want to gather with you. For me today, and I'm just being honest, it doesn't come off as a very much, I'm getting a commitment today. That's not what I feel. I feel like people are going to want to gather with you and just be in your company. Okay, the best thing too, like let's say you're a hermit. If you're more hermitized and you enjoy your time alone, make sure that you celebrate even yourself. Do something kind for yourself. The Four of Wands is just a commitment card that speaks of that celebration. And it might even be within today. It doesn't have to be with a whole group of people, even a smaller group here, maybe even yourself. Okay? Lovers at the bottom of the deck. It is a divine card. It means two people are meeting at the same point. They are lovers in a sense. Eight of Pentacles is next too, and the Hanged Man. You're working through some thoughts. This is very much like a Libra essence today with the Eight of Pentacles. You're working creatively. I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable there. There is definitely a connection to something that you're putting your focus on. This might take like literal, I feel like if you're building a business, you are literally pulling weight to figure out how to do that. Let's say you're compiling everything in a registry. Okay. Another thing I'm getting here is you're putting everything online. So you have to know how people do payment processing. It's like that. You have to do the technicalities at this point. So if you're busy with a project, and this is for my project Librans who are very artistic, maybe you're a musician, maybe you do really technical things. That energy with Pluto right now, Aquarius likes to saturate itself in that area. So you could be at work today amidst Valentine's Day, but this is just the first video out. So we have a lot to talk about. There is someone with lover's energy around you. Again, this is not predisposed to just a lover's romance. It does extend to friendships. The lover's card is just choice. It's a choice of where you want to be. And we are coming out of that 5. I hear someone saying, it's rough here, though. It's rough. And I hear you because you're speaking through the cards. Okay? 2 cards for the general outcome. The Star card upright. Beautiful bounce here on the desk. It was a beautiful little like entendre flip onto the desk on Valentine's Day. I have 2 messages and I'm going to say them because they're coming in very emotional for me as a reader. One is for a single. You've learned to balance yourself, number 1, really physically. I mean, putting your whole body into hope. Having it again is what I hear. I'm trying to have it again with this Star card. And you're trying to stabilize a few of the thoughts that have gone awry, maybe the last few months. The Star succeeds because they have this fervence. They're able to stabilize their thoughts and also really keep them under control. I feel like in front of people, you come off very strong and it's working. However, the vulnerability that you share with others is sometimes the more beautiful thing with the Star. The second message is for a couple, and I'm going to say that at the end because I'm going to save it for more cards here. Let's see if it comes out. The Star card, let's see the precedent to that. King of Cups, maturation of emotions, depending on who it is. If you take the King of Cups as somebody else, that's fine too. But if the King of Cups is you, and you can be feminine and be a King of Cups, it's developing feelings in a very mature spot. People will see this if you come into contact with them today or you have sort of supper with your friends. They'll see the maturation of what you have to share at a dinner table here. If you're going out with your Valentines gals, that's going to come shining through with that King of Cups, okay? It is about intellectualism, something that you have to share back, and they're going to be willing to hear too, if that's a Valentine's. For my guys, you might be appearing more healed than you think, okay? So masculine energy and feminine. The King of Cups to what? What does it result to? Oh no. We have the Knight of Cups, and it is from the Light Seers. I love this deck because it's really to the point and it's quite punchy. For your first video, we have the Knight of Cups, which is really romantic. I do sense it's an unlikely visitor or somebody that comes a knocking at a time that maybe you're just having a great day. You're having a good solo day for some of my singles. If you're coming out of work very late, it's an unlikely message from the Knight of Cups. I just want to clarify with a different deck. We have the Empress for the 3rd day in a row to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, very high vibrational when you look at this energy. I'm going to explain this dichotomy. You might be seeing it a lot. if they're being pulled in readings. Queen of Pentacles is the most structured next to the King in the 78 card tarot deck. She believes in the good fight. That's why she continues to work for it. And her pentacle here is signifier and symbol of that. There is a Knight of Cups in your reading that is very fond of the way you keep it together. Whether this is just for yourself, whether this is for the family, okay, somebody can see you're a very family-oriented person, or you just have liabilities and responsibilities there. Let's get real with that. They're very much in admiration, even though it's quiet. We have a lot of hiders in our society, but at least one person sees that, okay? And you do have someone in your environment that is catching on to how you care. You have a very old school traditional way of doing that. Empress, okay, Taurus and Libra. The reason why Taurus shares this card with us, and I want to tell you on Valentine's Day why the two zodiacs. First of all, Taurus is ruled by Venus. A lot of you know that. But they also share in the same value set as a Libra, and that's why they've been given the Empress card from the get-go, because they care about family, celebrations, also those huge milestones in life, just like Libras do. Let's clarify what's going on with the Empress, because you might want to know what's going on with you in this energy check. But let's do the Empress with the rosy future. Rosy future is this one. What is the Empress in the most valuable cards we're going to see? Queen of Swords, you pop out as your very own card. The Star card, that's the second time. They haven't been flagged, the videos, but this is the second time you've got it today. I'm going to show you in two different decks that you have the Star. You have a capability about you that is admired, whether there are hiders, runners, chasers, they're very much in an admiration. It always is this sequencing now with this Empress card. If you notice, that's how it goes here on the channel. Queen of Swords is about being rough and tumble. I do sense here that there's something sharp you will say, but it has tactful meaning to it. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but you will have a moment today where this Queen of Swords, it's very tactful what you say, but it does punch the person directly in the right way that they need to hear it. That's the Queen of Swords. She's direct. She might not always be correct, but she speaks with an iron fist, okay? Margaret Thatcher style with that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords learns what today? What does she learn? Ten of Cups, how to be happy. In a general sense, there's two things here to this little channel that I have. You learn to be happy and content in your very own way. It might even be a new style of thinking. You come to a crossroads. I feel like the crossroads finishes out a huge chapter for you. Huge realizations with the Ten of Cups being in your arm. I just want to get the last card here before we finish. This one wants to flip over, the Hierophant. Your spirituality has led you to a beautiful place, a protective space. It's also higher institutions. You could be going through an awakening at this time. Congratulations if you're finishing too. And it speaks of committal energy that you still have and who you want to commit to. Valentine's Day is just a typical day where we celebrate love, but love should be every single day of our lives, 365 days a year. Somebody wanting to give back in the Six of Pentacles to the 10 to the 9. Again, you're showing up with that high vibrational single energy. That's why I like to check as we rotate the decks. Death card too, to the Empress. Look at that. These are the last cards, you guys. Death to the Empress. So you finished out a chapter here. You're rebirthing that card. You're rebirthing here at this current time. And look at all the doubles to clarify, okay? I just want to show you the little proofs in the pudding. That's why they flip, is to show you the energy of the day. I'm going to get you a clarifying card with this last one. Let me just move these over. What is this Ten of Pentacles? It is about family inheritance. It's about the good things in life. You might be added to an inheritance too coming up. Or you're inheriting something that the universe is giving you as a gift. So let's check on that Ten of Pentacles for the general public here. The Queen of Wands. Excuse me. The Queen of Wands is Aries. It's also fire energy. Creative, abundant, gaining resources even if they're new. This is hard to believe because maybe we've been through a tough chapter these last few days or months. It's really geared towards you finding that inner strength again, even though the strength card isn't here today, because people still want to be invited in your world. They still want to collaborate with you. They also want to work with you as the Queen of Wands, or this is you. And there's room here to grow into different parts of yourself and different varieties of who you are too. Also maintaining compassion for something that might be coming in. I do feel like there's a person though. I feel like there is a person of interest that keeps popping up in your readings, and you can watch a dozen of them today and it'll always be the same. Another card too to finish out the reading. We have a surprising tower. The Tower card, Scorpio. Transformation, a sudden change, a sudden shift. You might already be feeling that this comes from somewhere, and it's a mysterious tower today for me. As I channel for you, it's a mysterious feeling toward the tower. I'm just going to quickly clarify with my clarifier deck. It's here, so might as well use it. What's this transformative? Thank you. There's one higher than the rest. Two of Cups. It shows you that there's a compatibility with somebody, or they want an outreaching or to outpour to you. It might even be a day, a quick talk at the park, if it's not a serious Valentine's Day for you. That's why I wanted to do a morning one, because you see that love is still here. It is breaking through from an unlikely source. All right. That's how I read it today. And the energy, like when I checked it even internally, because I'm an intuitive, I felt that you're almost surprised where this comes from with that Tower card. Okay. Let me know if this already rings a bell for you. If it hasn't, you might want to wait for this energy to come in, since it is a morning reading. Okay. We are going to do a part 2. We're going to look at it for singles, and it's going to be quite in depth. So if you're joining me there, it's going to be a smaller video, but we will see you in the video too. Happy Valentine's Day also.